this video, I'm going to be talking about the latest interest rate predictions covering from now until 5 years' time. Now, if you find this video useful, do make sure you hit that like button, but also subscribe to the channel because I do update these predictions every month. Now, we'll be running through some charts on screen which you can pause and look at, and also referencing an article on the Money to the Masses website which I will bookmark in the notes of this video. So let's jump straight across to the chart that I was talking about. So you can see here on the chart that this represents the market predictions of where the base rate will be over the next 5 years, and each coloured line represents a different time period of when the prediction was made. So you can see the top line there is the 7th of July 2023. That prediction was made last summer, all the way through to the turquoise line, which is the 2nd of February 2024. So it was just last week. That is the market's latest prediction of where the base rate will be. Now, it's currently at 5.25%. But what these lines show you is how the predictions by the market have shifted over time. So go back to the summer of 2023, you can see the market was predicting that the base rate would be up around 6.5% as I make this video, so early 2024, but in fact it is at 5.25%. But the predictions have come down rapidly, and that's because inflation has started to come down as the Bank of England has maintained that high level of the base rate. So focusing now on December, which was the red line, the 15th of December 2023, when I last made this video, you can see the predictions were that the base rate would fall relatively quickly and be below 3% or around 3% in 5 years' time. Since then, the market prediction has actually increased slightly. So they are thinking that inflation is proving a little bit stickier. Don't forget the Bank of England tends to increase the base rate when inflation is proving troublesome to bring it under control. The market had been predicting that the base rate would fall much more quickly, but we had a inflation number for December that was actually higher than the market had anticipated, showing that inflation had picked up ever so slightly. So that's why we've seen this adjustment, looking at that turquoise line there, the 2nd of February. So the market is now predicting that by July 2024, we're going to see the base rate around 4.73%. So from where we are at 4.25%, that's about half a percentage point we're going to be losing. So roughly 2 base rate cuts before the summer of this year. Then by January 2025, the market's predicting we're going to be at 4%. Then by January 2026, pricing in around about 3.35% for the Bank of England base rate. Then if we're going all the way out to January 2029, you can see there that the Bank of England base rate is predicted to be at 3.19% or thereabouts. Now, you have to remember that you have to take these predictions with a pinch of salt, because if you go back to June 2022, the market was predicting that the base rate would be at 3% max by now. So it was going to get nowhere near the 5.25% that we're experiencing. So it just shows you how much the market can get it wrong. So these are the predictions. They do vary. I update them every month. Now, the chart that you see on screen is the predictions of where the base rate will be in the future. And that can be very different to the actual mortgage rates that you paid. So if I'm going to jump over now to an article on the Money to the Masses website, you can see it here called The Best Mortgage Rates in the UK. This is updated twice a week, and this gives you the best mortgage rates that you can find in the market and where they are. So you can see it on screen. There's going to be a link in the notes of this video so you can go through and look at it yourself, but do feel free to pause the video, of course. Now, looking at the best 2-year fixed rate mortgage deals at the moment, they have dropped significantly in the last few weeks, and since I made the video last time, which was in the middle of December, around about the 15th of December. Now, the one thing I will point out, in the last week or so, we've seen some rates pick up from the high street lenders again. I think people are getting a little bit nervous about the inflation figures, but the good news is that you can now get around about 4.17% on a 2-year fix for a 60% loan to value. That's with the Halifax. If you're looking at a 5-year deal, the best you're going to get a 60% loan to value is around about 3.88%. So we've come below that 4% rate. I did think we were going to see below 4% on the 2-year fixed, but as I say, rates have paused for now. We've stopped seeing them falling. Hopefully we might see that in the near future. Again, you can see 10-year fixes. We put them on there. First Direct, you can get below 4% on a 10-year fixed. If you want to go and look at tracker rates now, well, tracker rates are for 2-year deals more expensive than the fixed rate deals out there. So you can see you get 4.99% as the best rate you're going to get on a 60% loan to value, and up to 90% loan to value you're going to be paying 5.59%. And a 5-year tracker deal, well, you can see they're expensive, 5.85%. One thing to bear in mind, look at those lender fees though. Whenever you're looking at a deal priced in all of the costs, lender fees are seemingly creeping up. So we are seeing higher lender fees in tandem with lower rates. So the lower rate might be enticing, but you are going to be paying higher lender fees in some instances. So do make sure you draw the comparison, look at the total cost. Do make sure you seek advice from a mortgage advisor, because there are lots of deals out there, and to see which type of mortgage is suitable for you. Now, if you don't have a mortgage advisor you can trust, then I'll put a link to an article on the Money to the Masses website, which tells you how to find a mortgage advisor using a service out there that works very much like a comparison service, which gives you plenty of reviews of mortgage advisors in your local area. Now, if you're looking at best first-time mortgage deals, we do have those on the article as well. You can pause, see them on screen. You're looking at around about 5.2% for a 2-year fixed rate deal, 95% loan to value. And of course, we do also cover the best buy-to-let deals for those landlords out there. 2.89% is the best rate you can get for a 60% loan to value. So if you found this video useful, do make sure you hit that like button, but also subscribe to the channel, because we update these predictions regularly and you'll be notified when the latest prediction is out.